Rolls-Royce currently has an extensive lineup of vehicles, the most extensive we've ever seen from the storied UK brand. You've got the sedans, the Phantom and the Ghost. You have the practical Cullinan SUV. You've got the rakish Wraith Coupe, but the most outrageous vehicle of them all is the Dawn, the only convertible in the Rolls-Royce range. But I'm afraid I have some bad news on that front. 2021 is going to be the last model year that you can order the Dawn in North America, meaning you've got to get your orders in quick for this car. To give this car one final homage, Rolls-Royce has sent me this brightly colored Dawn black badge for me to review, and I'm going to give it the send-off that it deserves because this is one of the most special convertibles ever built. To pack in this much luxury in a convertible, this car has to be big. The wheelbase is over 122 inches long. From bow to stern, the car is 208 inches long. And do you want to know how long that really is? Well, the 8-seat Chevrolet Traverse, that's only 204 inches. Now you may just look at this car and say, oh, that's a convertible version of the Wraith Coupe, but that is actually not the case. Rolls-Royce says that 80% of the body panels on this vehicle are bespoke, giving it a very unique look that is all belonging to the Dawn. And this isn't just any Rolls-Royce Dawn that we have. This is part of their Black Badge series. These are like their limited edition cars that only the most exclusive customers can get a handle of. Now, you get a lot of exclusive accenting on the exterior. The Rolls-Royce Spirit of Ecstasy is going to be finished in black instead of a polished chrome. You've got a black grille here. It looks gorgeous. You have this black hood line all the way down the side, just black accents everywhere that give this a really, really mean looking stance. And you're gonna notice everywhere that the RR Rolls-Royce symbol is inverted in color, denoting that the black badges have a different character than a normal Rolls-Royce vehicle. Also part of the Black Badge package, you're going to get these very special 22-inch wheels. Of course, the hubcap is going to stay in place no matter which way the wheel turns. And you might notice if you get up close to these wheels that they are made from carbon fiber. Moving down the side of the car, we do have some chrome here on the door handles, but we do have the black RR Rolls-Royce badge, black trim all the way down the side of this vehicle. And then when we come around here to the back, you'll notice that even the tail light surround are finished in black, as are the exhaust tips, which are dual, but if you look inside of there, you're gonna notice 3 pipes in each one. That's because the Black Badge has a throatier exhaust than you're going to get on a normal Dawn. And oh, by the way, this color, I'm sure you notice, that's called Saint-Tropez. Why order your Rolls-Royce in a boring color when hues like this exist on the roster? As you'd expect of a Rolls-Royce, the interior is exquisitely crafted with only the finest materials, and you don't even hop into this interior in a normal fashion. As you can see, it has rear-hinged coach doors that make it very easy to get in and out of this vehicle, and they are a bit difficult to reach once you're in it, but luckily Rolls-Royce puts a button that you can just automatically close it and hop into the interior. All of the amenities in here and all of the materials are simply exquisite. We've got leather everywhere, metal materials. We have a $12,000 package that is gonna add all of this accent color. I love the orange on the steering wheel, the orange on here, the orange in the door cards. Just adds a pop of color to this interior that pairs really well with this beautiful white leather. Now, because we have the Black Badge version of the Dawn, we have some special touches. Instead of wood here on the dash, we have carbon fiber, although I've talked to Rolls-Royce about this and you can still get wood on a Black Badge if you so choose. I love some of the controls on this car. We've got these beautiful organ pulleys to close and open the air vents. We have the beautiful glass buttons for your radio presets. We have the nice clock that, because we have a Black Badge, has the mathematical symbol of infinity called the lemon skate, which was first used on a Rolls-Royce speedboat back in the 1920s. Now, if I do have but one complaint about this car, it's going to be with the technology. This is one of the older Rolls-Royce models in the lineup right now, and you can feel that with things like the infotainment system. Here in the dash, we have a 10.25-inch screen. It's controlled using this very iDrive style controller because, of course, BMW owns Rolls-Royce. This controller does feel a little bit nicer because it is leather wrapped and it has glass buttons around it, but it's not a touch screen like some of the newer Rolls-Royce models. It does have Apple CarPlay, wireless connectivity, but this interface is definitely dated compared to some of the newer Rolls-Royce and BMW vehicles, and you can definitely tell that this was designed prior to vehicles like the Phantom, Cullinan, and Ghost. And it's not just the technology in the dash that's a little outdated on the Dawn, it's the seats as well. You have this beautiful metal handle to push the seat forward, but if you needed to slide it any more forward, you do have to hold down this button to move the seat, unlike some new BMWs where you just lean the seat forward and it'll go back automatically. But Rolls-Royce does sell this as a proper 4-seater convertible with room for you and 3 of your 6-foot-tall friends. And I have had my very tall camera guy sit back here and he was perfectly comfortable. You have plenty of legroom back here with amenities like your air conditioning, climate controls with heating and air conditioning for the top and bottom halves of your body. You do have heated seats back here as well. And of course, I am enjoying my lamb's wool carpets. This is such a comfortable experience. I am willing to forgive all of the technology in the dashboard and on the seat because you are enjoying a bright orange Rolls-Royce convertible, and there's not going to be much longer of an opportunity to do so. Serenity. That's the experience that you get behind the wheel of the Rolls-Royce Dawn. This is the quietest convertible I've ever tested. There is so much sound deadening in this car. It all adds up in a big way. You've got the double thick glass. You have this roof which has so much insulation in it. It's so quiet in here, even on the highway, that I think you could film an ASMR video quite easily. You can very easily whisper to the passengers in the back and they'll hear you no problem, even if you have your bespoke audio system playing at the time. And I think I can really even feel my heart beating, and it's beating slower than it would in a normal vehicle because I'm just so relaxed with the driving experience. The lack of sound and the cushioning of this fabulous suspension that irons out all of the bumps just combines to an experience that I feel like if you drove this car for long enough, you might even live longer than you would commuting in a normal car. But the Dawn is unlike most Rolls-Royces because this is not just a car that you want to sit in and be removed from the outside world. This is a convertible that puts you on full display, and it does so in a spectacular fashion. You just hold this button that says top, and near silently, the top is going to raise or lower in 22 seconds at speeds up to 31 miles an hour. The process is so beautiful to watch, and the mechanisms for the top are so quiet that Rolls-Royce wanted to describe it perfectly, and I think they have. They call it the silent ballet. With the roof down, the Dawn transforms from a barrier between you and the common people. Now you're on display for everybody to see. They want to know who you are. They want to know why you're driving that brightly colored Rolls-Royce. And with the roof down, you get to enjoy this car's party piece, the engine. This is a 6.6 liter twin turbocharged V12 engine that in normal guise produces 563 horsepower and 575 pound-feet of torque, and that might sound like ample, but the black badge dials that up even further to 603 horsepower and 620 pound-feet of torque, all going to the rear wheels through a beautifully crafted 8-speed smooth shifting automatic. And that's a little bit quicker than a normal Dawn. Instead of 4.7 seconds, you're going to hit 60 in a scant 4.6 seconds, just 0.1 of a second quicker, but it does so smoothly and elegantly. This is not a car that rapidly gets off the line. It sort of asks, are you sure you want to entertain this childish provocation? And you say, yes. It even has this button marked low, and when you push that, you're going to get a little bit of a more burly exhaust note from this V12. This is one of the more louder Rolls-Royce cars. Let's see what it'll do when we floor it. Oh, a sonorous tone from the V12. It actually makes a really nice growl. We don't have a tachometer like a regular car. We have our power reserve gauge letting us know how much of the available power we're using, and normal acceleration runs in this car, you'll use anywhere from 20 to 30% of the engine's power. When you tap into 100% of it, you get that lovely, lovely V12 growl. And I wouldn't call this experience sporty, but it is extremely athletic. There's so much bracing in this vehicle that you don't get that flabby nature of a normal convertible. This thing feels buckled down, it feels tight, and the black badge has a lot of changes that improve the driving experience. It has slightly different steering, a slightly different throttle, slightly different suspension tuning, and all of those slight changes add up to create something great. This is not a sports car that you're going to be taking on the track, but it is relaxed and athletic. The steering is extremely light, but not at all vague. The suspension is floaty, but not at all tippy. It is such a wonderful driving experience that I am going to miss when it's gone. Get your orders in now, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime driving experience that unfortunately won't be around for much longer. And now it's time to bid our final farewell to the 2021 Rolls-Royce Dawn. If you want one of these in its final model year, you're gonna have to spend a bare minimum of $350,000. That's just the cost of entry though. If you want the black badge model like we have here, that's an additional $51,000 added to the price. So you're looking at about $414,000 plus all of the options. That's right, there are plenty of options in which to consider. This one, as you see it here, is about $480,000. Now you can get a nice 4-bedroom house across the United States for that amount of money, but I think I would rather have this gorgeous 4-seater convertible that can take you across the United States in perfect luxury. The spirit of ecstasy and I hope you've enjoyed this video. For more like it, be sure to subscribe and check out the other videos on our channel. With the Dawn going away, perhaps you'll be more interested in the Cullinan, Rolls-Royce's most practical vehicle. Be sure to check out all the other videos we have and check us out on all of our other social media platforms where you can always see the latest cars that we're reviewing. I'll see you next time.